let me ask you something. What if your money wasn't just something in your bank account, but was issued directly to you from the government in a purely digital form? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on Central Bank Digital Currencies, or CBDCs. This is a technology that could literally change everything you think you know about finance.
Seriously, just for a second, think about the cash in your wallet. Now imagine if those dollars or euros or yen were no longer paper, but just lines of code, sent straight from your country's central bank to a digital wallet on your phone. And I know it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but this isn't science fiction. It's the next step in the evolution of money, and believe me, it's happening a lot faster than you might think.
So, how do we even begin to wrap our heads around a shift this big? Well, here's the plan. We're going to start by taking a quick look back at how money has evolved. Then we'll get right into it and define exactly what a CBDC is. We'll also dig into why governments are basically racing to develop them and see how they act as a bridge between our traditional financial world and the new digital economy. And finally, we'll get a sneak peek at the incredible new infrastructure being built to make it all happen.
Right, so to really get where we're going, we've got to understand where we've been. For centuries, money was something you could actually hold, right? Coins, paper notes. But right now, we are smack in the middle of a historic change, moving from physical stuff to pure digital code. And this isn't just a new way to pay for your coffee, it's a whole new way of thinking about value itself.
And look, this isn't some theoretical, far-off concept. It's happening right now, in the real world. You've got major global banks and governments fully embracing the tech behind digital assets, things like blockchain, to build financial systems that are faster, way more secure, and more transparent than anything we've ever had before.
This quote just nails it. Unlike this super slow shift from, bartering to coins, which took forever, this digital evolution of money is happening in real time. We're literally watching it unfold right before our eyes. And that rapid change brings us right to the heart of the matter, the CBDC. You've probably seen this acronym floating around online, but what does it actually mean? Let's break it down.
To put it simply, a central bank digital currency is the official digital version of a country's money. The key thing to remember here is that this is not a private cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. Nope. Instead, think of it as a digital dollar or a digital euro, issued and fully backed by the exact same central bank that prints the physical cash in your wallet. It's basically the government's official leap into the world of digital money.
So that leads to the next big question. Why? Why are central banks all over the globe suddenly so interested in this? What's the problem they're actually trying to solve with this new kind of money?
So what's the end game here? Well, it really boils down to four main goals. First, speed. Governments want to make payments happen instantly, 24/7, no more waiting days for a check to clear. Second, security. The idea is to reduce fraud with transactions that are more transparent and easier to trace. Third, they want to modernize the clunky old system for moving money across borders. And finally, a really big one, inclusion. They hope to get financial services to everyone, even folks who don't have a traditional bank account, using just a simple app on their phone. But here's where it gets really interesting. CBDCs aren't just being built in a bubble. A huge part of their design is to act as a kind of bridge, connecting the traditional financial system we all use every day with this new, booming digital economy. So how does that connection actually get built? Here's a good way to think about it. If a government CBDC is the new digital cash, then you've got private companies building the new digital roads and railways for that cash to travel on. We're talking about secure networks, a lot of them built on blockchain tech, that are going to form the backbone for this whole new financial world. And you've got different companies tackling different pieces of this puzzle. You have platforms like Ripple, which is all about helping banks shoot massive payments across borders in seconds. Then you have something like Stellar, which is really geared towards financial inclusion for everyday people and sending money home. And then there are companies like Quant, who are the specialists in interoperability, which is a fancy way of saying they're building a universal translator so all these different digital systems and even the old banking systems can all talk to each other and work together perfectly. So what happens when you combine this government-issued digital money with all this private infrastructure? Well, you get something completely new. You get a financial system that is fundamentally faster, smarter, and more globally connected than anything we have ever had in human history. I mean, this comparison really tells the whole story, doesn't it? We are moving away from a system where money gets stuck, where it takes days to move because it has to hop between all these middlemen. We're moving into a world where value can flow just as fast and as freely as information flows on the internet. It is a genuine paradigm shift. And the knock-on effects of this new infrastructure are just huge. For governments, it could mean things like way more efficient tax collection and a lot more transparency in how public money gets spent. For corporations, it could totally transform supply chains and global trade, making business way faster and cheaper. It's like we're upgrading the entire engine of the global economy. When you zoom out, what we're really seeing is the foundation being laid for a completely new kind of global economy. One that's digital from the ground up, more connected than ever, and totally redefines how value moves around the planet. This isn't just a new feature, it's a whole new operating system for money. So, as these systems start to roll out and digital money becomes a normal part of our daily lives, the question is no longer if this is going to happen, but how it's going to change everything. The future of finance is being built as we speak. So the only real question left is, are you ready for it?